Now some breaking news in terms of the case of Sheriff Joe Arpaio, the former sheriff of Maricopa County, Arizona. He was convicted of criminal contempt. That is a misdemeanor. And now we have just gotten word, it's just breaking, that President Trump is, quote, seriously considering a pardon for Joe Arpaio, of course, who was a big supporter of his during his campaign and continues to be so. Sheriff Arpaio, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you.
What is your reaction to this news, this breaking news that President Trump, it says, quote, in an interview that he did with Fox News, it says, "I am seriously considering a pardon for Sheriff Joe Arpaio." What's your reaction, Sheriff Joe?
Well, I didn't ask for it. I appreciate his offer, and of course I will accept because I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not guilty of these misdemeanor charges, so I've been with him for day one, if you remember, back in July 2015. I have great confidence and respect and love for the man. Has nothing to do with this pardon that may be coming up, but I do appreciate it, and I'll be supporting the president and help him any way if he needs help or whatever.
Were you happy to hear this news? I bet you were, and were you surprised?
Well, yeah, because I mean I'm ready to fight this all the way to the Supreme Court. But this helps a little. My wife was diagnosed with cancer during the last trial on this, and Donald Trump called my wife 4 or 5 times. I mentioned that at the national convention when I spoke. So he's a great person, and I really feel sorry. I understand what he is going through because I'm going through the same thing, a little different issue, so I appreciate him, and as I say, I'll be with him to the end.
Have you gotten any word from the White House that this pardon's in the works? Because according to some of the comments he made, he said he may do it as early as this week, and that he's seriously thinking about it. Have you gotten any word from the White House or anyone that this could happen very soon?
Well, I don't know how soon, but I've heard some rumbles, and you know, when the president speaks and he says he's going to do something, he does it. So that's what I respect about it. Not my issue, but for all these issues during the campaign, and he said he's going to do things, and he's doing it. So that's the type of guy he is.
Have you gotten any word, Sheriff Joe, that this is coming soon, possibly in a matter of days even for you?
Well, you know, if he said it, I take him at his word. This type of guy he is.
What would you say to the president now that you're hearing he's, quote, seriously considering this? He also called you a great American and said that he hates to see what's happened to you with these charges. What would you say to the president if you could talk to him now? Well,
naturally, I'm going to thank him. I support him. And I already put the word out. I don't want to do anything to hurt him. And I'm talking about if a pardon would hurt him. But I don't, you know, he's the type of guy, he doesn't care. He's going to do what he feels is right. That's why I respect him so much. So we'll get through this and see what happens.
What does it mean to have the president speaking so highly of you during this time, Sheriff Joe? What does it just mean to you personally to hear that he is seriously considering this pardon?
Well, that's the type of guy he is. I was a campaign manager, honorary for Bush, for Mitt Romney, for Rick Perry, doing their campaigns. But this president's a little different. He doesn't forget people that try to help him in our country. So that's a pretty good honor, what he said about me. And, you know, I do have 55 years as a veteran. I can go on and on. I'm not going to do my resume. But it's really nice coming from the president.
Do you hope to have a conversation with him soon, Sheriff Joe, or have you in the last few days?
Well, I have not had a conversation yet with him.
Do you hope
to? But he will be in Phoenix. I think around the 21st. I'll see him then.
Do you hope to have a conversation with him sooner about this?
You mean before he comes here?
Yeah, before
I
he
don't
comes
know.
now with this news.
No, I don't know. I know how to reach him, but I just don't do that. And when I help somebody, like all those people I endorse, I don't expect anything in return. I do it for the good of the country and how I believe the person. So I don't expect anything in return from the president. But I think he understands that this is a travesty, and he's just trying to correct it. He's doing the right thing, and he has the courage and the guts to do it.
And Sheriff Joe Arpaio, you're also planning to appeal real quick. When are you planning to appeal in the midst of all this news with the president? When are you planning to do that?
Well, we're in the process. I don't want to talk too much about it now with this other situation in progress.
But you're planning on doing sort of parallel tracks, if you will.
Yeah. But I'll accept it, and then we'll just keep going. And after, we'll prove that the president was right. Hey, it's good news in a way. My wife loves the president, did from day one, and I'm sure she's been praying. I've been married 55 years, gun battles all over the world. I've been director there. She never really took it to heart that much, but she's just been bugging her a little.
Well, Sheriff Joe,
I'm going to jail for 6 months for a misdemeanor.
Sheriff Joe, unfortunately, we gotta cut you off because we have a hard out. But congratulations on the good news. Congratulations on the good news that he is seriously considering it.